My name is Monty Van Dyke, president of Van Dyke Brothers Incorporated. Okay, here we go. Primary business is moving electrical transformers, turbines, generators for large power companies. We travel all over the United States, California to New York to Florida. The project for today is to move this electrical transformer that weighs 375,000 pounds. We're going to be grossing just under 800,000 pounds, 200 miles from Winslow, Arizona to Page, Arizona. The main challenges on this project are finding routes that we can move such a large load over. We have to go up some extremely steep grades, some as much as 8% grades for a couple miles. And also you have to go down them and you have to be able to go up and down them safely. They're very, very narrow passes that we go through. So those are big challenges. What we have is a suspension beam trailer to move this electrical transformer on. We're 250 feet long, 20 feet wide, and it's a specialty built trailer designed to spread the load over a long distance so that we can get clearances over bridges and get permits. The vehicles that we use for this project are Mack trucks, which all have Allison transmissions. They range from 400 horsepower up to 500 horsepower. We'll be using 2 trucks all the time, one pulling and one pushing. And then on the real steep slopes, we'll be using a 3rd truck in the front for pulling. All of our trucks have Allison transmissions in them because they work so well together. They shift so quick and fast. We don't lose our momentum when we're going up the steep grades. Before the Allisons, we used the manual transmissions, and we have had failures in the past where we twist off drive shafts and knuckles or U-joints. They have broken, but ever since we've had Allison transmissions, we have never had a single failure. They're quicker shifting, it's not as hard on your drive shaft, they're just much more durable.
I run the pusher truck in the back, and you don't have to worry about when you're going to shift or when the front truck is going to shift. You never have to worry about grabbing the next gear or missing the gear or wrong RPMs, and you let the automatic transmission do its job. It's just like driving a pickup.
The startability factor of these Allison transmissions is a major factor. We don't have any rollback, you're not lugging the motor down, you're not twisting off your drive shafts when you're taking off. It's just smooth, consistent power.
With the manual, you can't get your RPMs up when you have a pusher truck to match your shifting. Either one's got to keep on pushing to make it, and then you're down too far in your RPMs. With an automatic, you don't have to worry about it.
Using multiple vehicles in a push-pull situation like we use it, the Allison transmission is just perfect for what we need it to do. One can be shifting at a different time than the other to keep our momentum moving. It keeps it much safer, keeps our consistent speed, and it keeps the stress off of your motor of lugging it down and eases the drivetrain. We don't put on a ton of miles on our trucks, but what we do is they're extremely heavily used on the project, and they're put through the ringer. Safety is a huge issue in this industry. With this kind of weight, the liability that we have and insurance, having that Allison transmission just eases that. It's one less thing to worry about or think about when they need to be paying attention to where they're driving, making tight corners, going up steep grades. They can focus on what they need to do.
It's much, much safer for us all the time, and it's just a lot more enjoyable and less nerve-wracking, and that's one reason why I really like them.
When we bought our first Allison transmission, we were a little skeptical of what we were going to really get out of the truck and if they were going to hold up and last. But after we had them for a couple weeks, everybody was convinced it was the best move we've ever made.